Hello everyone. Picture this. A bold female senator stands up against alleged sexual harassment by the Senate President himself.
President, distinguished colleagues, I'm Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, and I stand to raise a petition under Order 40. A petition may only be presented to the Senate by a senator who shall affix his or her name at the beginning thereof. The petition is in my name against the President of the Nigerian Senate, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuse of office, and malicious obstruction of my legislative functions. You may recall, sir, that on Friday in Arise TV, I did make some statements. And I have decided to narrow these statements in a formal petition against the President of this Senate. So if it may please you, I would humbly step forward and lay this petition.
You may proceed.
Only to face a 6-month suspension that strips her of salary, office, and voice in Nigeria's hallowed National Assembly. That is the explosive saga of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. From Kogi Central, one of just a handful of women in the 109-seat chamber. It all kicked off in early 2025 when she accused Senate President Godswill Akpabio of unwanted advances during a 2023 visit to his home. Right after, he reshuffled her from a key committee, a move many saw as payback. The Senate didn't probe the harassment claim deeply. Instead, they hit her with suspension for unruly behavior.
The Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition, having due deliberation of the matter as revealed by Senator Adeyemi Raphael Adaramodu, Senator Titus Tatenja Zam, Chamber staff and the Sergeant at Arms, the committee recommends as follows. 1. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan for 6 months for her total violation of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended for bringing the presiding officer and the entire Senate in general to public opprobrium.
Like speaking out of turn and protesting her seat change. Fast forward to October 3rd, 2025. Justice James Omotosho at the Federal High Court in Abuja dismisses a fresh suit by her constituents challenging the suspension as unconstitutional and a denial of their rights to representation. Why? The plaintiff lacked locus standi, legal standing, to meddle in what the court views as the Senate internal affair. The ruling upholds the Senate's disciplinary power, shielding Akpabio and co. from outside interference. Even as Natasha's own earlier court win called the suspension excessive, but got appealed and tangled in limbo. Her 6 months are up anyway, and she is back in the chamber. But the drama lingers with ongoing appeals and no full apology from her side. Now, is this a blatant power play? Absolutely smells like it to many. Akpabio, a heavyweight politician, allegedly used the suspension to punish Natasha for not backing down or apologizing. The Senate even dangled a reduced penalty if she would grovel in writing.
For the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or reducing the tenor of suspension, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan shall submit a written apology to the Senate before any reconsideration of this case by the Senate. Those in support of prayer to say aye. Those against say nay. No. The ayes have it.
But she refused, vowing to fight the injustice.
This injustice will not be sustained. The pursuit for justice.
Critics slam it as institutional bullying to frustrate a vocal woman who dared call out harassment, silencing her amid Nigerians' glaring gender gap in politics. Women's rights groups and civil society roar that it is victim shaming eroding democracy by leaving Kogi Central voiceless and protecting the powerful from accountability. Sentiments here are fiery. Natasha's fans see her as a trailblazer against strongholds.
We must resist. We comes and represent the people of Kogi Central. So we are moving there. You should stay with us on live. Watch it, view it, record it. Tag CNN, BBC, every blog you know. Let them see. We hope it's not another negative hit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live at National Assembly, and actually they stopped our convoy at the fourth gate, so we decided to use leg to the second gate.
Arguing the real misconduct, harassment got swept under the rug. On the flip side, Senate defenders, including Akpabio, who flat out denies the allegation, insist it is all about upholding rules under the Legislative Power Act. No one, not even a senator, is above the order. They point to her disruptive antics in chamber as justification, and the court locus standi call reinforces parliamentary autonomy, warning against judicial overreach into internal matters. Supporters argue apologies are standard for reconciliation, and without one, frustration is fair game to maintain discipline. Both ends attach heavy sentiments. For Natasha's camp, it is a gender witch hunt stifling dissent. For the Senate, it is preserving the House dignity against chaos. The ruling doesn't end the battle. Appeals loom, and it spotlights bigger fights over women's voices, legislative immunity, and who really calls the shots in Nigeria's democracy. So what side are you on? Power abuse or rule of law? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, like and subscribe. Thank you.